over it, if you're really praying for a change, if you really want deliverance, if you really want God to move, if you really want God to answer, if you really want God to hear it, then the way you feeling right now are the influence, the way you wrestle. Why are you on the phone? You can't wrestle on the phone. Why you complaining in somebody's ear? You can't wrestle in their ear. You're supposed to say to yourself, listen, I ain't got time to talk. You're supposed to say to yourself, I ain't got time to keep on complaining. I'm in a fight of my life, and everything that come in my life right now gonna know that I mean business, gonna know that I'm down to my last point. Can't back up no further. I ain't moving. I ain't moving. I ain't moving. Is there anybody in here know what I'm talking about? Tell your neighbor, I'm too weak to let go. Shout glory. Shout glory. Shout glory. Yeah. Watch this in verse 25. Read that there in verse 25.
Now when he saw that he did not prevail.
Listen. This is the man. Woo. This is not Jacob. This is the man. This heavenly host. This celestial being that was on assignment by God. Not to have a conversation, but to go down and see that Jacob learned a lesson. To go down and let him practice everything that he learned in the classroom of life. Hallelujah. You preach the preacher, not living in your struggles. You dance to it, evangelist, not dance to it in your problems. You said, apostle and elder, that God gave you this testimony. Now use it to bust a move. Hallelujah. 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 Because when God shows up, hallelujah, classroom setting is over with. It's time for the test of your life. Tell your neighbor, too weak to let go. Shout glory. Yes, read that again. Read that again. Watch this now. Watch this.
When he saw that he did not prevail against him,
God,
he touched the socket of his hip.
Oh, good God.
And the socket of Jacob's hip was out of joint as he wrestled with him.
If you're really tired like you say you are, if you're really tired of dealing with the redundant and the unnecessary, if you're not seeing a change on the horizon, stop running and hiding. Stop being evasive. But if you're really tired like you say you are, like Jacob was tired, like Jacob was weak, but he said, I'm too weak to let go all of my experience, my painful memories, what I just came up out of. You don't know my struggle. You don't know my story, but I'm operating in a promise. What God said to me, God gave me this release after 20 long years of dealing with it, and now I'm not going away in fear. I'm not leaving here complaining. I'm not going to stay up all night long and praying about it. God, I mean business. And why? I serve you notice. Husband, I serve you notice. If you're truly tired, if you're really, really tired, if you're really, really over it, you ought to start putting yourself in a position to do something about it. I'm tired of fussing. I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of crying, weeping and doing for a night. But oh devil, oh problem,